Hey everybody, so I'm back from my endocrinology appointment, which was supposed to be a happy event, but kind of turned sour at the last minute. The appointment itself went fine. There are no reasons for me to not be put on HRT, which is awesome. But other than that, it was the usual questions. It was pretty much what you'd expect from an endocrinology appointment, especially one in which you're going on HRT. He sat me down. Are there any pains, any issues that you're going through? No. Okay, any prior surgeries, any prior issues with blood, with muscles, with joints, with diabetes, anything? No. Okay, do you plan on surgery, breast augmentation, genital reassignment, yada, yada, yada? And I said the usual things of possibly, maybe, I don't know. Now, one thing that surprised me is the fact that I did make it perfectly clear that I wasn't planning on the full SRS. And a lot of people have had issues with their endocrinologist being like, well, because you don't plan on getting a badge, you don't get hormones. That wasn't the case with my endocrinologist, which was awesome. He literally just went, oh, well, you have time to think about it. And I was like, that's my stance on it. And he was just like, okay, so get a letter from your therapist and you're good. And I was just like, okay, cool. Now, while I was leaving and they were signing me out, douchebag behind the counter decides that he wants to take my picture. Now, I would have been fine with it if it was like, hey, you're really tall, you're really awkward, you're a tranny, let me take your picture. I wouldn't have had a problem with that. Well, tranny, maybe. But if it was just like, hey, you're kind of odd looking, can I get your picture? Or, hey, hold still. I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But he's doing this like, in the jacket, pull it out kind of thing, and it's just like, what are you doing? And I'm talking to this woman who's making my appointment on her birthday. Like, that I thought was golden, and she's such a sweetheart. Her name was Patricia, and she was awesome, and I give her a massive thumbs up. And I look over, and I see him pulling it out of his jacket. Now, mind you, I've already heard the sound once, and then I saw him fiddle with his little camera phone. So I'm not stupid. I know what it sounds like. And I'm just kind of, like, sitting there, and every once in a while, I throw a glance over in his direction, and I see him pulling it out of his jacket so that I can just barely see the lens, and I'm not even kidding, hunched over, trying to take my picture, and I just smile, and he puts it away really fast. Now, I decide, okay, I'm not going to let this get under my skin. I'm used to being stared at. I'm 6'3". I'm really androgynous. I'm used to it. No problem. Okay, I can let this go. I get about a block away and decide, no. This kind of problem only exists as long as we allow room for it. And I would rather be that bitch in the office than be a part of the problem of allowing this kind of behavior. I turn my ass around and walk back, once I'm already a block away, in heels. In heels. I turn my ass around, walk back into that office, and I just tap on the little glass, and he opens it up. Hi. Next time you decide to take my picture, let me know. Oh, I wasn't taking your picture. I don't know what you're talking about. This is my gallery. You can see in my gallery. This is... No. I'm not kidding. The guy showed me his gallery. The gallery on his phone. And I'm just like, okay, dude, I heard the camera phone. I'm not stupid. Oh, well, I accidentally took a picture. Oh, well, if you accidentally took a picture, wouldn't that be in your gallery too? Oh, well, no, because it doesn't work like that. Oh, yes, it does. See, I have a camera phone. I'm not so stupid as to fall for that shit. Patricia walks around the counter and she's like, oh no, I heard it too. Don't worry about it, sweetie. Don't worry about it. I was just wondering if you would be willing to talk to my manager for this. And I'm just like, oh, sure. She actually takes me outside because the guy will not stop arguing with me. She takes me outside. We're standing out in front of the medical office. And she's just like, no, I heard it too. I don't know what he thinks that he's going to get away with this. This is incredibly inappropriate. And she introduces herself, and she's like, I'm really, really sorry. I'm going to call my manager. I'm going to let her know, and all of this is going to get sorted out, and it's not even going to be an issue. Don't even worry about it. And I'm just like, okay, cool. This sounds awesome. Here's where you can reach me. Here's my name. Here's my number. Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. I will be totally willing to tell your manager what happened, everything. And she's like, okay, I'm just really sorry. And she's going down, like, well, the way I was raised and the ways that I raised my children, her 8 children, the way that I raised my children is, it doesn't matter why you take a picture of someone. It doesn't matter why you want to. And I'm sitting there going, oh no, I don't care why. Even if it was, I've never seen a trans person before, let me take your picture. It wouldn't have bothered me if he had said something. But it's this fact that he's trying to, like, 007 it, and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? And it's just like, it's that kind of attitude that makes it like, well, you're something taboo and I have to hide the fact that I want a picture. And it's just like, I don't know why you want a picture. My picture's already up on Reddit. My picture's been up on 4chan. What are you planning on doing with it? It's just like, you're not going to be able to humiliate me. I mean, it's no big deal to me at this point. But she's telling me how it doesn't matter if it was because I was tall or because I was pale or because I was transgendered or whatever. It was inappropriate. And I was just like, thank you. And she's like, I'm going to call my manager, and my manager's going to have words with this guy. And I was just like, awesome. This is perfect. So I just felt amazing afterwards, and I was so angry at that guy, and I just wanted to tell him that it was people like him that made life difficult for me. People who constantly made it so that I felt that I should be stared at. People who made me feel like I was some sideshow attraction or a magic trick. Whoa, can you believe this? That's actually a guy. And it's just like, no, okay, it doesn't work that way. And for him to do that would be akin to me taking his picture and then putting it up on all of my online sites and go, I saw Hindi. It's like, you don't do that. That is so inappropriate. And it's like, I've given you all the respect because I can barely understand what you're saying. And not because of an accent, because he pretty much doesn't have an accent. It's because he did not enunciate a single goddamn word. And I've let it roll off my shoulders because I've learned you don't make enemies in the medical field. You just don't. It's a bad idea. But this time, I just felt that it was a better idea for me to chew this guy out in front of her than it would be for me to call later or something. And I didn't want to deal with it, and I really like the idea of me going in there in February and him not being there anymore. I like that idea. I like the idea of him having to go home to his family and explain that he was fired because he tried to covertly take a picture of someone. I like that idea. But all in all, it's a really good day. I'm going to research on my computer what kind of hormones are covered by my insurance, which is cheapy little access, but it's covered. I'm going to find out how much they cost, so I'm going to have to be calling around. But I'll let you guys know what I find. So far I've heard that Premarin is the cheapest. I'm actually going to do research into that. I'm going to find out which one's the cheapest for me, and I'll let you guys know. But my endocrinology went amazingly. I'm really happy about that. So other than one sour note today, it's actually been pretty cool. And I was only there for 2 hours. But I will talk to you guys later. You have lots and lots of fun. Take care. Remember to eat your fruits and vegetables. Grain is good. Fiber is your friend. And I will talk to you later.